Hey guys, Paul here, and I just wanted to reach out to you guys and make this short video just to give you a little bit of perspective on scaling up your business, whether it be memberships or selling insurance or selling real estate, whatever it is. There does require a numerous amount of time that we do put into focusing on servicing our clients and making sure that they're all good and everything's fine with them and but there is also the other part that you have to focus on as well, like how are you going to grow your business, because no matter what your client base is, it's never really going to stay the same. I mean, it could, but you're always going to have people that come and go, so you always want to focus on continuing to scale up constantly will keep you ahead, because as you know that with inflation, rising costs of everything, whatever we used to charge a client, that's fine, but our costs and everything else and cost of living even goes up. So you want to constantly be focusing on scaling up continuously in your business. And whether you're just a solo entrepreneur, you're an agent, or you're running a gym, or you're doing e-commerce online, whatever it is, you want to constantly be, I don't want to use the word hustle, but I'm using it anyway. But there is a certain amount of hustle that has to be in there, and you got to be kind of driven to wake up in the morning and say, okay, what am I going to accomplish for this day, right? At the end of the day, scaling up, I did put, 3 points here that kind of give you a little perspective. But at the end of the day, scaling up comes down to you focusing on objective, a finish line, and then finding another finish line after that. So the best way to really do this is, not the best way, this is one way and works well for me, is I focus on the objective, which is number one. And in that, what you're doing is you're basically keeping really crystal clear on what your purpose is, and your purpose for your business could be different than what mine is, right? I want to help people. I want to make sure that it's win-win for them, that for what they're paying, they're getting good value back. Not even good value, like great value, right? You want to make sure that there's that objective in place that, okay, this is my target client and this is someone that I can continue to offer my services and my team can facilitate that, so it's scalable, right? If it's something that it's just you're leveraging yourself, you've got to maybe think about that, how much time do I have? How much do I want to get paid for that? What is my ideal client? So that's the first part, focusing on your objective, which is actually determining your objective, right? Before you focus on it, okay? So that's going to be up to you individually. It depends on your lifestyle. You may be a person that, you don't really want to put in that much work and you just want the business to run itself, and that's great. I mean, but just remember that if you don't put in any effort and not even willing to grow the business, usually those businesses just do average. Like they'll always do average, because no matter what system or whatever process you use, the process is only going to be good up to 50%, but the humans that facilitate that process are 50% of the equation. So you need the human effort as well as the process, okay? So do understand that, you might have an objective and you might need to look at your lifestyle and say, hey, you know what? My lifestyle and my objective don't match, because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to expect everything to grow, but I'm going to expect to sit here and watch it grow, but I'm not going to deal with, all the things that go wrong, or, some people sign up and they leave, some people sign up and they stay forever, some people, I might sell a home to one person and I never want to see them again, or maybe, you want to work with them long term and work for referrals, or maybe add other services, maybe there's other things you can offer them. So you want to kind of look at yourself, your lifestyle, and see what you're willing to bring to the table. But just know that if you don't bring in that effort and if you don't have that hustle and find that meaning behind what you're doing, it's going to be really difficult to get even step one going, right? You might have step one objective, your objective be, I want to grow my business, but, I'm just going to let it grow by itself, and I want to market and add leads and all these things. You're going to only get maybe 10, 20, 30, 40%. If you're lucky, you might not get that extra effort because you're not optimizing the experience of the customer. You're not in it you may not be in it for the value of the customer anymore. And if you're not in it for the value of the customer anymore, then the problem is that customers are relationships, and for that relationship, they're paying you. So you need to be invested in them. And if you're not, I've found that over the years, after being in business for almost 30 years and numerous businesses, through failure and through wins and losses, like through everything, you realize that, you know what, I do have to step up to the plate, and I do have to hold myself accountable. Okay? So I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but it's something that I'm very passionate about, because I'll be 50 this year, and I want to feel like I had a fresh start, right? So now I go to step 2, which is choose your target audience. So your objective and your target audience should match. I know this probably is starting to sound like the Facebook ads videos that I do. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but you can check them out. But it has to do with basically, the objective, maybe click or conversions, and choosing your target audience. It's no different in business. It's the exact same thing, but you're doing it online. So when you choose your target audience, you may say, well, I look around in my business and I say, I like people that buy teapots. I don't like people that buy vacuums, because that's a longer sales cycle for me. That's something I can't facilitate. When they come and buy dishes, I know that they sell quick and it's low margin and it's easy for me to serve. It's easy for me to sell. Or you might say, okay, well, I sell pillows online, like one of our clients, and I sell pillows, and the pillows sell easily and they're easy to manage, but now these duvets and everything, I don't want to focus on that. So then you focus on the pillows, right? And then if you go down, you take that into the gyms, you say, well, I have women's kickboxing and then I have adult BJJ, but I'm very passionate about BJJ. Okay, fine. Maybe that's your passion, or maybe the Muay Thai is your passion, but maybe the women's kickboxing brings in all the revenue for you to run the finances, to get paid, to enjoy your passion. And maybe your passion just covers a certain part, okay? And you can still translate some of your business passion into the clients regardless. So that can be done no matter what. So it's step 2, choosing your target audience. Step 3 is creating an offer. So now you got these two, you got your objective, you got the audience. Now it's your service or product. And number 3, you got a low cost entry offer into a long-term win-win. Now that's more membership based, right? Maybe the low cost entry offer is a free trial, or a low cost free trial, just to get them in, to bring them in the long term. Or you're selling a product, same idea, a low cost item, just to build a relationship, to basically create that, it's called a tripwire. So you have a tripwire effect. What that means is the tripwire is this part here. So it makes people buy from you or exchange something in value, and it causes what they call a tripwire effect, which makes it easier for them to buy for you on a bigger ticket item. So maybe here you sold, let's say if you sold pillows, right? And then here you sold beds, right? Or if you sold here, like let's say you're a lawyer and you did a will for somebody, right? And then after the will, you kept in contact. That's very important. And then, you're in touch with this person. They're part of your list. They're part of your, ongoing client list. You don't forget about them. It's been 2 years maybe. They might have done that. But you're in communication with them. Later on, because you're in communication with them, they go and they, buy some other legal services from you, right? And makes you more money. The same idea goes with dentists, right? So the exact same idea goes with anything online. You might sell a small ticket item here, okay? And then as you keep working with them, or as they know you and they have built trust, they may buy a long term, right? But at the end of the day, what I really want to say is having simplicity, there's only so much time in the day. And honestly, what's happening is, and you guys can see it, is that you're consuming video content because you can consume video content whenever you wish, right? If I was to try to call you and talk about this, I'd probably have a really hard time getting on the phone with any of you guys, right? And I find that happens. So I want to get this message across. It's exclusive for you guys in the group, and I just want you guys to have a look and see. And if you did take the time to watch it, I strongly urge you to take a look at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and you might find that out of that whole day, 8 hours, let's say you're sleeping, you got 16 hours left, and we're now talking Monday to Friday for the people that say Saturday, Sunday, I'm not going to work. And that's fine. If that's how you want to, do it, that's fine. That's how I do it now, but it's really hard. I love to work even on the weekends. Anyways, getting back to this, if you got Monday to Friday, you got 8 hours gone already, a third is gone. And then you got 8 hours, let's leave that for family time and recreation. So you got 8 hours left, let's say. Most of you guys are probably doing longer, but you're doing it in tidbits. But ask yourself, in those 8 hours, in those, let's say, even if it's 10 a day, let's say it's 50 hours a week, which I'm pretty sure Fridays, you're kind of slowing down, you're not driving. So let's just say it's, down to 4 days a week times, let's overestimate and say it's 9 hours a day that you're efficient, right? Out of those 9 hours a day, 9 times 4, right? You're looking at 36 hours. And then you take those 36 hours, how much of that time is spent on, foolish things that doesn't really even bring you ahead, right? It could just be things that are just kind of like putting out fires, could be, 10 hours of that, right? So you really want to look at this time. I'm just trying to give you this idea so you can kind of look at that time and see like how much of that time are you contributing to the one aspect that's going to grow your business and it's going to give you the life that you want with the target customer, with the objective, with the target audience, and with the exact a nice payment plan that is win-win for them and for you. And I hope I explained it. I know I rambled off here and there, but I just didn't want to leave those thoughts out because they're very important. I see it a lot with the business owners we work with, and I just wanted to share with you is that if you can find the passion, no matter what age you are, no matter where you're at in your business, doesn't matter. Every day's a fresh start. You can always come out and say, you know what, today this is what I want. Yesterday might have been a bad day. Today might be a bad day. You might put out fires every day this month. You might even not even get ahead, but that's okay. You got to continue to keep pushing and keep pushing in a way that you feel positive about your objective. And remember, your objective, make it meaningful, okay? All right, guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Reach out, and if you did watch it, the whole video, we're at 12 minutes now. I know that's quite long, but if you did watch the whole video, please, comment below and just, I'd like to know what motivates you, because I can get inspired as well from seeing that you guys are motivated. If you can take a few seconds to do that, I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, take care and have a great day.